Brownlee also filed a grievance against the Patriots, seeking to get his $9 million signing bonus with that team. Brown has announced he won't play ever again in the NFL. A Missouri man's being accused of setting 13 wildfires while driving to his high school reunion in California. California officials say 68-year-old Freddie Owen Graham was tossing lit papers out of his car window while on his way to the 50-year reunion in Northern California. Graham telling police he was in an emotional state as his wife had passed away last year and couldn't be with him. He's now facing arson charges, and his bail is $2 million. Legendary Mexican crooner Jose has passed away, losing a battle with cancer. Known as the Prince of Song, he passed away yesterday. Jose.
Oh, really? Okay, let me hit yep, and record, and yep, and play.
The opinions expressed on this program are those of the host and do not express the views of WVBF ownership or Hometown Talk Radio. Content aired on all programs are those of the host and their guests.
No.
Hey, Joey, what's happening? I mean, what's happening in Middleboro and surrounding towns? It's time for the Middleboro Week in Review with your host, Joey Driscoll. Stay tuned for news, Middleboro News, here on AM 1530 WVBF. Hey, Joey, what's happening?
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the September 29th edition of Middleboro in Review. My name is Joey Driscoll, and I am here with Dawn. How are you?
Not bad, Joey. Good morning.
Good morning.
Beautiful morning, right?
Very beautiful morning, yeah.
Nice. Wasn't too foggy this morning like it was the last couple weekends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very beautiful. Couple of clouds in the sky, but nothing we can't deal with.
Yeah, as far as what we can see from the studio here, right?
Yeah, nothing we can't deal with.
No, we can deal with that. It's nice out.
Absolutely, yeah.
Still short sleeve shirt weather anyway.
Yeah, definitely.
But that's going to change fast. You'll be looking for your sweatshirts pretty soon.
Well, right now.
Right now?
Right now.
Right now.
Right now in Taunton. In Taunton, Massachusetts, the center of the universe, it is 64 degrees and sunny. The humidity, 92%. Wind, 6 miles per hour at the moment. We're looking ahead for the week. I see that Monday and Tuesday is going to be nice. Partly sunny days. Going to be very nice. Wednesday is supposed to be nice as well. Actually, wait, no. I'm sorry. Fake news.
Not so nice.
Fake news. No, it's going to rain.
On Wednesday?
Yes, 85 degrees. I'm not sure of the...
85 degrees on Wednesday?
85 degrees. I'm not sure of the percentage
It's not a typo,
of rain.
is it?
It's not a typo.
Okay. 85 and
Something
rainy?
makes me think it's a typo. But it doesn't. I don't think it is.
Rainy, huh?
I don't think it is. But the next day makes me think it's a typo because it's going to be 61 degrees.
Who knows? Don't know. Could be right. They're usually pretty good.
So Monday, yeah. So Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday are going to be the rainy days here in Taunton. And in Middleboro right now, we have 65 degrees with a humidity of 91%. And we have 84 for Wednesday.
With rain?
With rain.
Okay.
So that's your weather?
Wednesday is October 2nd.
Yeah. We are...
Already into October?
We are already into October. Yes, we are. Already.
Yeah.
Wow. That's awesome.
Is it? How awesome is that?
Yeah, we're into the month of October now. We're very, very close to Halloween. A couple of weeks away now.
A month away.
Yeah.
4 weeks away.
Yep. And the football season is continuing. Like we mentioned last Sunday, the Middleboro Cobras had an important game against the Boston Bandits. This was a first-ranked team versus a second-ranked team in the league that they play in. And this was a tough game for Middleboro. And they did lose 19-0. So Middleboro will not be able to catch Boston unless Boston loses the next 2 games. But Boston now holds the tiebreaker.
Boston's always been a good team.
Since the Boston Bandits beat us, even if we win the next 2 games, and they lose the next 2 games, I believe they hold the tiebreaker, which would keep them in first place.
That was the clincher game last night.
Yeah. So they have most likely clinched the top spot in the league
Unless they lose.
unless they
Boston
lose the next 2 games and
Middleboro wins.
Middleboro wins the next 2 games. But like I said, tiebreaker.
If that happens, that's a tiebreaker.
Well,
Mr. Stats guy.
they hold the tiebreaker. Well, they beat us.
Really?
They beat us, so they will still hold the first place.
You double check all that, right?
They will still hold the first place. I will double check it, but since they beat us, even if we win the next 2 games,
Yep.
I believe we will still be second place. But I am not 100% sure of that. I will check it as the next 2 weeks go along.
Because you're the Middleboro Cobras guru of this radio station
But
here,
I
right?
know the way it goes in the NFL. I know this isn't the NFL, but I know the way it goes in certain leagues. Tiebreakers are there, and we'll just have to see what happens with the next 2 weeks.
Put your Jim Rockford shoes on and check that out.
But I know if Boston ends 8-2 and we end 8-2, Boston has already beaten us. So I don't know what happens there.
Well,
But we'll find out.
got a couple more weeks.
We'll find out. So Taunton also picked up a win as well. Taunton won 16-8 against the Connecticut Panthers in a very hard-fought game at Taunton High School last night.
Last night?
Last night, yep. Last night at 7 p.m. So we have coming up for week 11. We're getting towards the end of the season. Now for week 11, the Marlboro Shamrocks are going to take on Middleboro, and that is a home game
You're talking about
for us.
the Cobra.
Yes,
Right?
it's a home game for us.
All right.
We have a home game.
Right. For Cobras. For
Yes.
that league.
Yes.
All right. We're not quite on to high school yet.
No, and the Boston Bandits take on the Bay State Buccaneers at Marciano Stadium in Brockton. And the Gladiators don't play next week. At all. I guess they don't play at all.
Okay.
Week 12, I'm sure they do play. Let me, let's see, what do we have here? Yes, they do play. They play, Taunton Gladiators play the North Shore Generals, week 12. October 12th or 13th.
Okay.
So, that's coming up in the next few weeks.
I guess if you're looking for Cobra football, this is the station to listen to. And this is the show to listen to.
Absolutely. So, we're going to take a break in a second, but before we take a break, I want to mention on Cranberry Pond Bed and Breakfast. They are located 43 Fuller Street in Middleboro, Massachusetts. They are also located on Cranberry Pond, and also a lily pad pond as well. Sorry, I'm stumbling over my words a little bit today, but really, really great location.
Yeah. I told you, I'm gonna make you do this one on your own.
Yeah.
Did I say that?
Yeah.
It's all you.
So this is definitely the place to go. To if you don't want to go to any, big time hotel in Middleboro, and you want to stay in a nice hotel with views. And also breakfast as well. You get breakfast. So, definitely the place to go to spend the night. Their number is 508-946-0768.
So
That's their number.
We want to mention one more thing. King Richard's Fair, and a lot of people come down for foliage and the last hurrah on the Cape. It's better stay there. That's a good place to stay. And stay off Cape. And do your Cape Day trips, and stay there. King Richard's Fair, it's right down the street. You're not next to the interstate, the noisy interstate. Good place to go. And Joey, repeat that number again, please.
The number.
Address.
The number.
Oh, you kept dropped it, huh? You should always keep that number up.
Yep.
Because I'm going to ask you again.
The number is 508-946-0768.
And the address is, sir?
43 Fuller Street in Middleboro, Massachusetts. So, we also have Williams Trading Post. They are located on Route 28 at 556 Wareham Street, Middleboro, Massachusetts. They are the go-to to find antiques and plants for the fall season. I know we are into fall now, and this is the place to go if you want any kind of flower for the fall season, or any gift you want to give to a family member as well. Their number is 508-947-1598. Again, 508-947-1598, and they are located at 556 Wareham Street in Middleboro, Massachusetts.
Which is Route 28. And to note, this is their 70th year being in business. So that's something to be said.
Absolutely. So, we will be right back. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back here on WVBF 1530 AM, Middleboro in Review.
And 99.7.
Oh, cut your mic off. I'll mention it. Good minute.
Joey, when you mess up on the air, don't tell me when you messed up on the air.
Okay.
Alright?
It's alright.
It's not alright.
It's okay.
That's why you should script those reads. You just should read them. You kind of wing it. You know what I mean? That's why you're tripping over your words. If you read your scripts, you'd be fine. You should this week you should try to
Greetings, my friends. This is your crusader of conservatism,
you should try to
Johnny Ray Justice.
Join
me
get
Monday
a
through
read.
Friday
You know what I mean?
from 3 p.m. to 4:30 for
Work off the
Radio
script, then
Head
add libs a little. You know
As
what I
we
mean?
discuss the issues of the day in trending news, sports, pop culture,
What are you looking
and what's
for?
happening around the corner to around the world. Radio Head Rush is heard exclusively on 1530 AM and 99.7 FM WVBF. Welcome to the reason you listen to local radio. I'm Johnny Ray, and I approve this message.
Thank you.
TJ Driscoll Construction.
Give me that
Wareham,
post there.
Massachusetts,
I'm gonna mention it now.
South Shore
Okay.
area
All right.
and
Mention
Cape
it
Cod for 30 years. They
Mention
specialize
Russell's
in
Path, too.
and
Okay.
landscaping.
After you read, say,
TJ Driscoll Construction at 508
he says he said the accident happened in and around Russell's Path, which is up Millstone.
New septic systems,
We'll mention that a
retaining
little bit.
walls,
Okay.
foundations, and excavation. Lawn installations,
But
tree
yeah,
and
just don't
shrub
read right into it.
installations.
You kind of have to.
TJ Driscoll Construction.
Yeah, I'll
Try
mention.
not to screw your words up too, alright?
All right.
735-7966. Call them today. You will not be disappointed. Spark Street Auto Body, located at 48 Spark Street in Brockton, Massachusetts, offers the highest quality collision repair and complete auto service for your car. They are a direct-to-repair shop for all major insurance companies. You should reach them at 508-583-1495. They are open Monday through Thursday.
Tony's
8 to 5,
promo gonna come back.
8 to 4 on Fridays. Call them today. You will not be disappointed. 508-583-1495. Times change, and now you can hear Hometown Talk Radio with me, Tony Lopes, every Monday through Friday, starting at 8:30 a.m. More calls, more issues, more guests, more questions. Join us every day, Monday through Friday, starting at 8:30
Maybe I will.
a.m. for
I don't
Hometown
know.
Talk Radio.
The audio now
only
number.
on AM 1530 WVDF.
It's not in front of me.
I'll figure you have time to.
And welcome back to Middleboro in Review on 1530 AM and 99.7 FM. So, I have... Oh, wait a second here. I have an article, an update that we've been talking about the...
It's an update from July 2nd, so
yeah.
it's really not an update.
the Millstone hit and run.
Yeah, Brewster. It's the same article from July 10th, and the reason we keep talking about it and reading it over is there's a description of the vehicle, so it's just easy just to read the whole article. It is dated July 10th.
So, updated information on Millstone hit and run, Brewster, Massachusetts. The Brewster Police Department continues to investigate a hit and run crash that occurred around 9:30 p.m. last night, July 9th, on Millstone Road. The vehicle involved struck a cyclist who has been identified as Connor Long, age 32, from Brewster. Mr. Long was treated at the scene by Brewster Fire and Rescue and was transported to Barnstable Municipal Airport, where he was flown via Medflight helicopter to a Boston hospital. He is currently in serious but stable condition. The Brewster Police Department is being assisted by the Barnstable County Sheriff's Office, BCI unit, and the Cape Cod Regional Crash Reconstruction Team with the investigation. At this point, we are looking to speak with the operator of a light-colored sedan hatchback, possibly with a roof rack. The vehicle was seen leaving the area around the time of the crash and may have information that would assist investigators. The involved vehicle would likely have front passenger side damage. Anyone with any information about this crash is encouraged to contact the Brewster Police Department at 508-896-7011.
Yeah, we've been talking that for a while, since end of July we've been talking about that, so we're going on 2 months anyway. But it's just good to identify the vehicle that was involved. We did talk to the Brewster police, and they said the accident happened over near Russell's Path, which is closer to the Route 6 side of Millstone Road, I believe. There's a couple. I know there's a liquor store, and there's like an office park or like an office building. There's a nursery and there's another. So that's the only commercial area, you know, as far as commercial buildings is on that side, the Route 6 side of Millstone. And the rest is just all residential all the way up to 6A. So that's all we can do is just keep talking about it, and hopefully somebody catches it. And
To keep people informed.
yeah, maybe they saw something. So that's it.
So the past couple of weeks, we've been talking about the South Shore Recycling Cooperative hazardous waste collections that are happening around the area. And I'm going to mention it again. So yesterday was the Hull DCR Lot G, George Washington Boulevard at Rockland Circle.
That was yesterday, though.
That was yesterday. Yes, that was yesterday.
Okay,
But we have one coming up on Saturday.
that's the one
Yes.
you're talking about, right?
Hanover, Norwell, Rockland. At the Hanover Transfer Station, 118 Rockland Street. So that's the next one that's coming up.
That's Route 139.
Yep. This Saturday.
Yes.
This Saturday. And also we have the Plymouth Department of Public Works at 169 Camelot Drive. So that's coming up for the month of October. We will keep you informed because October 5th is Saturday. And then we have a Saturday off. And then October the 19th. So these two events are going to be happening in October. So we just wanted to keep you in the loop when it comes to hazardous waste collections in the area that are happening through the month of October and November. There are a couple left. So we will keep mentioning them throughout the next 2 months.
Okay.
And we also have high school football on WVBF. We have coming up on Friday, October 4th, Attleboro at Taunton. And then on Saturday, October the 5th, Bridgewater Raynham at Marshfield. October the 11th, which is a Friday, East Bridgewater at Middleboro. Then Saturday, October 12th, we have Bristol, Plymouth, and Tri-County. October 18th, we have King Philip and Taunton. We have on October 19th, Bishop Fian at Coyle Cassidy. And October 25th, Blue Hills at Coyle Cassidy. So that is the schedule for October. And of course, the end of October ends the regular season. And then we have the MIAA playoffs in November. Plus we have the Thanksgiving games on Thursday, November the 28th. We have two. We have Brockton at Bridgewater Raynham and Carver at Middleboro. So we have those coming up.
Is that Middleboro this year?
It's at Middleboro this year.
Are they broadcasting at Carver and Middleboro?
They are broadcasting it on a tape delay.
Oh, okay.
So it will not...
It won't be live?
I think that means it won't be live. Yes.
Because they do Taunton. Is they doing Taunton on Thanksgiving?
They are doing Brockton at Bridgewater Raynham
Okay.
as well.
That's the live one, right?
That is going to be the live one.
Okay, right.
And the other one will be at a tape delay.
Okay, right. So they play two games. Right.
Yes.
I get it.
So that's coming up
Nice.
in the next...
Something to look forward to.
Yep, that's coming up in the next few days. I mean, the next few weeks and months here on WVBF.
Nice.
15:30 a.m., 99.7 FM. There are also other ways to listen to this show. There's TuneIn. You can listen to it on TuneIn. Just type in Hometown Talk Radio, and it will pop up. And you can also listen to it on Facebook via my show page. You can listen to it live on Facebook as well. So, we have Crantoberfest coming up here in Middleboro. It's actually this upcoming Saturday. So the Middleboro Tourism Committee has recently announced the second annual Crantoberfest. And it will be held Saturday, October 5th at the KOA campground located at 438 Plymouth Street from noon to 5. Admission is $2 per carload. Events include the Great Cranberry Bake Off at 1 o'clock. Entries must be dropped off between 12 noon and 1 p.m. All entries must contain cranberries and include a list of ingredients. Entries must be large enough to allow 5 judges to taste. First, second, and third place prizes will be awarded to the 3 entries receiving the most votes from our panel of distinguished judges. Also, the new Miss Crantoberfest 2019 will be crowned at 2 p.m. Contestants will give an opening statement as to why they think they would be the best Miss Crantoberfest, followed by questions about the cranberry industry. And speaking of the cranberry industry, we have an article later on today talking about the cranberry industry. So, the winner receives a crown and sash and gets to represent the tourism committee at various events throughout the year. The ever-popular kids' costume parade will take place at 3 p.m., led by the famous alpacas. Multiple prizes will be awarded for first, second, and third places, as well as for special categories. And also, they have the cabin decorating contest. Prizes of $150, $150 are reward. Prizes of $150, $100, and $50 are awarded for cabins that receive the most votes from attendees. Decorations should be family friendly and must be completed Saturday, October the 5th by noon. Winners will be announced at 4 p.m. So, Crantoberfest coming up here in October.
That's a cool name.
Yeah, I like the name.
You know what's really nice when they start harvesting the cranberries? It's so nice. It's so beautiful to watch. There's a lot of cranberry bogs in South Middleboro and Carver, and you can get lost down on those roads. You really do. I'm really good at directions, and I drive all the time, and I'm really good. But I don't know, those roads down South Middleboro, they just go and they go and they go between Carver, South Middleboro, Rochester, parts of Lakeville. We got a call.
We have a call. Hold on one second. Let me get my
We're scrambling for the
headphones here
All right.
and take the call.
Take the call.
You are live on WVBF. How are you?
Hi, Johnny.
Hi, Johnny. How's it going?
How you doing? Yes. Yes. Very.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Not bad. How you doing, Johnny? How's everything with you, sir? Yeah, I love one. You know what? I'm a big rail fan, and Woonsocket is a real community. All trains and yeah. Yeah, right. Yes.
We don't have any new details. I know a few weeks ago I mentioned that there are now a map that you can see all the stations and where they're going to be.
You know, it's surprising to me, Johnny, that's taken so long because we took a ride to Fall River, you know, just for goof, and all the overpasses for that rail system, all the bridges are new, most of them. I'd say they're all up and they look new. They look like they're less than 10 years old. They look like they just came out of the box. So they're not have to rebuild any of the overpasses through Fall River. So I was just wondering, you know, other than laying some tracks and building a few stations, why is it going to take 3 years? That's what I was saying. I think 2 days after they did the groundbreaking, there was an article. Was it a week later? They said they're going over budget. I swear it was a week later. He read that article. Okay,
Yeah.
so they'll probably hold on to that. I mean, okay, let's get the groundbreaking, and then we'll break the news to them. I mean, I remember they did the Fast 14 up in. I keep talking about this, and I don't know why. Up in Medford, up north of Boston, they did 14 bridges. There were 7 bridges in each direction, just north of Somerville. They're pretty much in Medford. They banged those out in like 4 months over the course of a summer. It was unbelievable. For Massachusetts, it was unbelievable. And they got it done, and they didn't disrupt traffic, but. Some were just like overpasses for roads, but then the Mystic, that highway goes over the Mystic Bridge, Mystic River, which is a little longer, whatnot. But they banged that out in like 3 or 4 months. So I mean, if they could do that, why can't they do that with the rail? Yeah, I know they were working 24/7, but they might have their, but then again, too, I got to look at it from their point of view, too, if they have a point of view, meaning they're working in neighborhoods, so they're running right up above houses, so technically, you know, what do you trade off? I mean, having construction for 3 years and, you know, and not working at night or whatever and not working the weekends, or just going through it and just getting it done and having the construction, you know, it's kind of a trade-off, you know. So, and also too, hopefully the fire department sends people to the schools and educates the children on how how the rails work and how the systems go and to stay off the tracks and do stuff like that. Even if you see a gate go, a train goes by and the gate goes down. And then you realize, okay, the train, and they don't wait for the gate to open. They don't realize the train's coming the other way. They don't understand where trains pass and stuff like that. And that it was an accident in Abington about 1997 that happened to a little girl. And I remember reading about it. It was really tragic that she didn't understand how it worked because they doubled the tracks there. You know. So,
Yep. Thank you. Tuesday.
all right, good
All
talking
right,
to you,
sounds
John.
good.
All right, have a good night. Yeah, bye.
Yep.
That was Johnny Ray Justice from
Radio Head Rush.
You can hear it on WBBF from Monday through Friday from 3 o'clock to 4:30.
Yep.
And it's a great show, and you worked with him all summer on that show, so you get kind of part of it, So that's great. It's good he called. It's good hearing from him. His voice just lightens up the mood because we came in here a little,
Yeah.
I don't know. You got cobwebs.
Yeah.
But just hearing his voice just gets you going.
Absolutely.
Oh, boy.
So we're gonna take a break, but before we take a break,
Okay, now you're on your own on this one. Okay?
yep.
I'll get my duct tape out because I ain't saying nothing. You gotta do both of them by yourself.
Actually, I have to do 3 of them.
Oh, you don't? Oh, okay, right.
So let's mention.
Mention the interstate part because that's the coolest part as far as it's just we just love that. Okay, I'll let you do your magic.
So on Cranberry Pond is the place to go if you don't want to stay at a hotel on the interstate. A very, very busy interstate with cars going by. Sometimes it might be hard to sleep if you have all these cars going by and all this noise. You want a place to go where it's going to be quiet and where you're not gonna have the noise. And that place is on Cranberry Pond Bed and Breakfast. They're located at 43 Fuller Street. And their number is 508-946-0768. And the best part about it is you get breakfast as well.
I mentioned they're in Middleboro too, right?
And they're in Middleboro. You also get breakfast.
Okay. That was outstanding.
Definitely the place to go.
Outstanding.
That's definitely the place to go.
Oh, the place is awesome. I did the walkthrough. The place is beautiful. I think they got 8 rooms maybe. And then that's funny too because they can make the rooms. They got 8 or 9. I think 11 rooms. They said all over the course of the house. But they can make the rooms bigger too, so they have subdivided the rooms. So if you have a big family and you're coming in and it's a family reunion and everyone's together, you can take half the place. They could set it up where you almost have half the place. So whoever built that was smart. Okay,
Absolutely.
That was outstanding, Joe.
And again, they're located at 43 Fuller Street in Middleborough, Massachusetts. And again, the number 508-946-0768. Williams Trading Post, they are located on Route 28 at 556 Wareham Street in Middleborough, Massachusetts. Their number is 508-947-1598. And again, it's the place to go if you want to get antiques and flowers for the fall season. If you want to get a gift for a family member or a friend, go to Williams Trading Post. They have everything that you need for the fall season. It's the place to go, and it's conveniently located on Route 28. And again, their number is 508-947-1598. And finally, we have Spark Street Auto Body in Brockton, Massachusetts. They are located at 48 Spark Street, Brockton. And their number is 508-583-1495. They're the place to go if you need anything done with your car. And they are very professional. So visit Spark Street Auto Body today. And
That was wonderful.
thank you. So when we come back on WVBF 1530 AM, 99.7 FM,
Smoking 99.
Smokin' 99.7 FM, we're going to talk about the cranberry industry. So we are expecting a better than average cranberry season this year. We'll be right back. All right.
I kind of like listening to your voice on the headphones. 'Cause I can really hear your crisp voice. You should put your headphones on. You should show with the headphones on. Is Johnny?
During phone calls, yeah, I think. Yeah. It would bother my ears.
Yeah. Oh.
It would distract me. Because it would bother my ears. I don't want that to happen. Okay, let's see. What do you got? You got yours. 3, 2, 8.
Make sure you play all three of them.
Summer has arrived.
Yeah, I'm gonna play yours.
Perfect time to get rid of unwanted things around your home.
Spark Street Auto.
Next weekend you gotta do my commercial.
In East Bridgewater. You can reach them at
We'll do it Tuesday.
725
Well, I gotta pay him. I gotta pay him next Saturday.
334. They
I'll
remove
pay him
construction debris
Okay.
like concrete, brick, asphalt, and metals.
Metals.
They also specialize
Make sure
in
you play
railroad
Spark
ties,
Street. Don't put the
tires,
Driscoll together, right?
appliances, paints,
Play Spark Street,
yard waste, and much more. Need your basement, a garage, your home cleaned? DK Driscoll Removal Services
Spark Street, alright.
is
Spark
known
Street,
for their diligence
403.
in those areas
And-
too. Again, their number is 508-725-2334. Call them today. You will not be disappointed with DK Driscoll Removal Services. Spark Street Auto Body, located at 48 Spark Street in Brockton, Massachusetts, offers the highest quality collision repair and complete auto service for your car.
You did a really
They are
good job on this
directly
ad.
in their shop
Thanks.
with all major insurance companies. You can reach them at 508-583-14.
There's a delay.
That's my go-to. That's my go-to word. The place to go. That's gonna be my go-to word from now on. The place to go. Because I mentioned the place to go for all three of those.
Yeah.
It's my go-to. You know. It's all right. So we have 1, 1, 2. Enter.
TJ Driscoll Construction
The thing is,
based in Wareham, Massachusetts.
the reason why,
Serving the South Shore
the
area
reason why
and Cape Cod for 30
he's
years.
so
They specialize
on the bunny as far as the
in
commercials.
landscaping.
Yeah.
They have people do the commercials. They have writers.
Yeah.
They have producers. That's why Dan was like, "Oh, we should try to do something," because he's always been a spoiled rich kid, working at a big radio station. He probably never worked at a small radio station.
Foundations
You know what I mean?
and excavation. Lawn
Your
installations,
Facebook Live on. You may
tree
not
and
want to
shrub
say.
No.
TJ
Just kidding.
Construction. Again, the number is
Sorry, Dan, if you're listening.
735-7966.
I mean, I'm friends with Dan on Facebook, so
You will not be
let's not say anything bad, okay? Okay, bank 6 and 15.
Check it out. It's
Oh,
the
that one wasn't meant to be
Terminator.
bad.
Hey, when'd you get back, huh?
I know.
You know what I mean?
You don't have to shoot anyone?
It's not
Why
saying
are you
anything.
so distant? Are you not happy to see me?
So what's the deal? You gonna get a job now or what?
No, but I was just.
Why are you being so jumpy?
He was adamant we should just do one
Yeah, I
thing.
understand. Yeah.
You know,
No one knows what it's
that
like
kind
to
of
come back from
aggravated
Iraq
me a
or
little bit.
Afghanistan unless they were there.
don't know
Join
why I
other
would say that.
veterans at communityofveterans.org because we know where you're coming from. Brought to you by Iraq and Afghanistan Veterans of America and the Ad Council.
And welcome back to Middleboro in review here on WVBF 1530 AM and 99.7 FM.
Like I was just talking in the break, when you work here, right? And all the everybody who works here and runs their shows and stuff like that. They do all their own producing, engineering, and hosting. That's pretty good considering some of the bigger radio stations. They have writers, they have producers, they have this, they have that. So a little radio station like this to start out in, and I think it is very necessary to get your, I'd say, get your gift, to get, I'm trying to figure the words here, to get your craft sewed up.
Yeah.
Meaning, you pretty much have to do everything, you know. And plus, a lot of the people who work here do the commercials too. So it's the same voices. So something about, like I said, home talk radio, like Steve said at the Christmas party a couple of years ago, is the future of AM radio. The smaller radio stations is what people want to listen to, because there's so many choices in America now with YouTube and anything you want you can listen to.
Yeah.
And so I think a radio station like this and select shows and specialty shows like this one and other shows that are on this radio station is different. You can't find that on YouTube. You know, it's just like it's somebody kind of created for you. It's something they did for you. When we come in, show up on a Sunday, and we put a show together for the audience. and we do the best we can. But it's like what Steve said was hit home 2 years ago. He was absolutely right. Small stations like this is the future, and he was absolutely right. I gotta put my 2 cents in.
So, we mentioned before the break we were going to talk about cranberries.
Oh, cranberries!
Massachusetts farmers expect strong cranberry crop this fall. This year's cranberry harvest is expected to be strong in Massachusetts, with a projected 3% higher yield over last year. That's pretty good. 3%.
Wow.
According to the U.S. Department of Agriculture's National Agricultural Statistics Service. That yield would be good for about 2.3 million barrels of cranberries across the state, each barrel weighing 100 pounds.
Wow.
Wow. Nationwide, the harvest is expected to be about 9 million barrels, representing a 4% increase. That's a really good increase over a 1 year period. It's really good for the cranberry industry.
Well, a lot of people drink cranberry juice now. People putting away the soda. They're not drinking soda. I mean, people 10 years ago drank more soda than ever. People are just getting away from that stuff now. So they're looking for alternatives. So cranberry, they're probably selling a lot of juice.
Yeah.
And we got Ocean Spray right in Middleboro, right?
Yeah.
They're huge. Big name.
Massachusetts is the nation's second largest producer of
The
cranberries.
first is who?
Wisconsin.
Yes.
More than 13,000 acres in Massachusetts is dedicated to cranberries. It's a lot of acres.
You know what? You can't look at those numbers and be happy for Wisconsin, but Wisconsin is so much bigger, and I think they have more cranberries. Our cranberry areas is such a small part of the state. It's the southeastern corner. It's probably, I don't know, probably about a dozen towns or so.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's only 12, it's only 12, 13, 15 towns in Massachusetts that have them. Maybe more towns have them, but the amount in the all of them together, as far as multiple cranberry bogs in one town, like Carver, I think Carver is like the winner, and then Middleboro, and I know East Bridgewater they have a few. Lakeville has some, Rochester, Wareham, all those towns down there, Lakeville. But I think Carver is the winner, I believe, as far as Massachusetts concerns cranberry bogs.
So the USDA's predictions are always dependent on weather, and many cranberry farms are just getting started. So weather does definitely affect the cranberries. I mean, if it's like raining, that'll affect it.
Sure.
If it's dry, it'll affect it.
Yep.
Either in a negative or positive way.
Right.
So weather does contribute
Yep.
a lot. So it's going to be an interesting year for the cranberry industry, and they're expecting a 4% national
Right.
increase.
Right. And I think Massachusetts used to be number one
Yes.
so recently.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
So, but Wisconsin's a lot bigger state
Yes.
than us.
Yes.
And you got to figure out half our state is rolling hills and mountains.
Yeah.
Think about it. Worcester West is rolling hills and mountains. Berkshire is all mountains. So you know, not many cranberry bogs out in the New York line, maybe. So it's pretty much this area.
Yeah.
This area.
So let's finish with Today in History. We have about 5 minutes left in the program. So we have 2 Today in Histories for September the 29th, the final Sunday in September.
I just wanted to say this September has been one of the most beautiful Septembers I can remember. Almost every day was beautiful.
Wasn't it almost 90 one day?
Yeah, for people who like it hot, they got theirs, right?
Yeah.
I mean, It was really nice, actually. Yeah, one day it was hot, but that was it though. Other than that, the weather's been really comfortable.
So the first today in history we have is in 1949, the Communist Party of China writes the Common Program for the Future People's Republic of China. And in 2007 on this date, Calder Hall, the world's first commercial nuclear power station, is demolished in a controlled explosion.
People sitting on the other side of the race said, "What's Calder Hall?"
Calder Hall is in the UK.
Okay.
And like I said, it's a nuclear power station, the first of the commercial kind,
Okay.
and it was demolished 12 years ago today. And it's in the UK,
Okay.
so I just thought it was an interesting thing to mention today.
Oh, yeah.
Happy 112th birthday to Gene Autry. Oh, well, he would have been 112 if he was still alive. He is an American singer, actor, and businessman. And Les Claypool, American bass player, singer, songwriter, and producer, lead singer of Primus. He is 56 today. And the deaths that we have for today, in 1987, Henry Ford II, American businessman, passed away on this date in 1987. And last year on this date, Otis Rush, American blues guitarist and singer, passed away. So we have about 2 minutes left. I just want to mention, next week is October the 6th edition of Middleboro in Review. We are officially in October. And next week, Middleboro will have the Middleboro Fire Department will have their open house next weekend. And they have it every year. They have it every year in October.
Is it next weekend?
It's next weekend.
What is it, next Sunday?
I believe it's either Saturday or Sunday. Let me look that up real quick.
Uh-oh. Looking it up.
I thought I said Saturday. But,
They're usually
hold
on
a
Sundays,
second.
aren't they? 9 times out of 10?
I think it probably will be on a Sunday, but
Right.
let me just check it. I don't want to say something. October the 6th.
So what day is that?
That is Sunday.
Sunday, okay.
From noon to 3.
Noon to 3.
Open house, sponsored. You know, it's just a great time for
I remember when we went, they had demonstrations of Jaws of Life.
Yeah,
they showed that. They showed how they introduced the Jaws of Life on vehicles and stuff. So they come in with pretty much a big power saw and just cut the door open. It's pretty amazing to look at.
Yep. So it's aimed at teaching families fire safety and prevention practices.
Right.
So and the fire department open house will be held at Central Station, 125 North Main Street.
Okay.
So that's what I wanted to mention.
Awesome.
There to end the show for this week. I will see you guys next Sunday, October the 6th. Middleboro in Review.
Have a great week, everybody.
Have a great week. Perfect.
Sorry, Dan. You don't listen.
I shouldn't have said the word sponsored. Gotta leave that out.
Huh?
I gotta leave the word sponsored out. I mentioned that by accident.
Oh, sponsor what?
No, I didn't mention who sponsored Middleboro Fire Station Open House. Papagino's. I didn't mention it. I should leave that word out because they're gonna talk about it. They're gonna, oh, who's sponsoring it? Okay, hold
We'll
on.
call back. We'll call back. We'll call back.
Okay. Okay,
Let me call back.
Okay, yeah, yeah.